Let's talk about GTA 4. GTA 4 was released on April 29th, 2008. To put it bluntly, it was an instant hit not only nationally but globally. In typical Rockstar fashion, they not only pushed the capabilities of what a console could do, but also the capabilities of what a video game could be. On its release day, it sold 3.6 million copies. In the time that's passed since its release, that number has gone up to 25 million copies. But the base campaign wasn't all GTA 4 had to offer. As early as 2006, it was confirmed that there would be 2 major expansions in the form of DLC exclusive to the Xbox 360. While we had seen campaign extensions in the form of Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, this would be the first time we'd seen it done in what I'd like to call the HD era of GTA. A lot was riding on these HD expansions because if these did not perform well, it was very likely that Rockstar would not ever do something like this again. People were curious to see what the first expansion would be like. What new ideas would they bring to the table? What new things would they add in terms of gameplay? And what was the story going to be about? Almost a full year passed after GTA's initial release, and on February 17th, 2009, we finally got to see the first HD expansion.
Come on, give me that goddamn bottle, brother. Yes, fuck the glass. The Almighty forgives, Johnny. The lost don't. No! Where is my bike? Speak, you ugly fuck! Centrifugal inertia, meaning the quicker your wheels go, the more stable you are. The faster we go, the harder we hit it, the more us brothers pull together. That's why we do what we do. That's how we do what we do. Why? How? They're the same fucking thing.
We go faster, longer, and harder. And that's how we stay together.
Brian, shut up.
Hey, you ready?
Sure, let's do this. Nothing like selling some dope to let you know you're alive.
Y'all can't even lie. I know you like that editing. Gameplay wise, it's very similar to other GTA games, but where this game becomes unique is the way its story is structured. In GTA 5, we see Franklin, Michael, and Trevor rise up and what eventually leads to the end of the story where they pull off the big one. In GTA San Andreas, we focus on the rise of Grove Street after its initial fall off, with the return of CJ to San Andreas. In GTA Vice City, we see Tommy Vercetti's rise to power after losing Sonny's cocaine at the beginning of the game. While these games focus on the rise of certain characters and them establishing presence in the world, The Lost and Damned takes a completely different direction. Instead of this game making you focus on the rise of the Lost Motorcycle Club, it makes you experience the fall, namely through its vice president, Johnny Klebitz. At the beginning of the game, we see the Lost Motorcycle Club be at the peak of its condition. This era of stability changes rapidly once their president, Billy Gray, gets released from rehab.
Remember, it's a disease.
I know, Chad, I know. It's a disease. Meetings every day. Call you if I feel the need to use. Pray. I pray. In fact, I'm praying right now.
You're very willful.
Was very willful, Chad. Was very willful. I've changed. And you know what, Chad? You changed me.
Chad did not change him. Let's go over the list of things Billy Gray did to ruin the Lost Motorcycle Gang, shall we? His first act as acting president was to break the highly beneficial truce and start a gang war with a rivalry motorcycle gang named the Angels of Death by shooting their leader in front of the street of their clubhouse.
I take it the good times are over. No problem, old man.
He then steals 2 kilos of heroin that formerly belonged to the Chinese and brings on another gang war as well as a lot of heat from the police.
Oh, the deadbeats have got themselves one shitload of heroin.
In the middle of while all this is happening, gets the gang's lawyer high on mescaline for shits and giggles.
I put some mescaline in with the weed, Dave. So I'd be very careful if I were you. You could be tripping for days.
While this is going on, Johnny Klebitz comes up with a pretty good idea on what to do in regards to the wars going on, as well as the heroin.
I just think that given this war we're back into with the Angels of Death, and given the fact that 1 or possibly 2 government agencies are looking into our shit, that offloading the heroin would be a good idea, all right?
Okay.
It did not go okay. Instead of simply giving the heroin back to the Chinese, he sends Johnny to sell it back to the Chinese, which makes absolutely no sense because why would you buy something back that you got stolen?
So let me get this straight. You are here to sell us back our heroin. The heroin my cousin sweated over in order to bring to this country only to have it stolen.
Look, man, we can do business or go to war. It's your call.
In this country, they seem to be the same thing, you stupid pieces of shit!
Fuck you!
But wait, plot twist, this was actually a setup by Billy Gray to get Johnny Klebitz killed because he felt he was infringing on his power as president and coming for his position.
In that case, I guess my brother is in good hands. You take care of that prick.
It seems the definition of family loyalty differs in your country.
The marketplace has a value for everything, and I guess that a disloyal Jew bastard ain't worth shit to me, brother or no brother. Such are the heady joys of consumer capitalism.
A shootout ensues after the setup attempt and the failed heroin deal, and somehow, despite him going into this trying to get Johnny killed, he gets himself cornered and arrested.
You set me up, Johnny! You set me up!
Put your hands in the air. Now!
Fuck you, Johnny! You're dead!
Shut your goddamn mouth. Shut your mouth.
Dead!
Shut up!
Shit is fucked up!
So now with a lost leader, civil war breaks out in the gang over allegations of Johnny Klebitz being the snitch and the one who got Billy Gray arrested.
Jesus, that was heavy, man. Fuck it.
What was Billy's fucking problem?
Nothing wrong with him, buddy.
You two want us to end up all dead?
Man, Billy was right about you. I knew you were a rat. Now he's gone, man.
He ain't gone, Brian. He's gone to prison. He's not dead.
You ratted him out. You ratted him out.
No, I didn't. He nearly got me fucking killed.
You set us up. You always wanted to be the one, the man. You're a gimp, Johnny. A gimp and a fucking Judas.
What the fuck are you talking about, you ass-kissing little weasel? Hey, Brian, Johnny's not like that, man.
Jim, you're wrong, man. I know you're a good guy, but this Jew prick, he fucked us over, man. He set us up and he called the cops. And you know why? Because they're putting heat on him. They saw him, and they've been calling him. I know, because they did the same to me. And they told me you ratted us out.
You keep talking like that, you are dead, my little friend.
Fuck you, man.
What?
You sent Billy to jail, huh? Show us your phone. Prove you ain't been speaking to the law.
I don't prove shit to you. And I didn't talk to no one. Fuck it. Come on!
And after getting arrested, he says, you know what? Fuck everybody in my motorcycle gang that would literally die for me and rot in jail for me. I'm gonna snitch. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna do cool things.
What about Billy Gray?
Yes, well, you've got a bit of a problem there, sport. He's been talking inside. Thinks he can help pin a major drug dealing ring on you and your buddy in the chair. Thinks he's going into the witness protection program. And if he collars you, you'll do 15 years, and he'll live in a condo in Arizona.
And so, after realizing that Billy Gray is going to snitch, whatever's left of the lost motorcycle gang after killing each other in brutal civil war decide that the most logical action is to break inside of the most armed prison in Liberty City to assassinate Bill Gray inside of a prison.
Terry, man, we gotta pay our friend Billy a visit. He's been talking. Bring Clay and bring all the fucking firepower you got. Meet me at the Alderney State Correctional.
This is gonna be the best final mission of any GTA game I've ever played. Let's go. Genuinely, what the fuck? My god, we're surrounded. Somehow, through the mystical magic that is GTA logic, you shoot your way through the most armed prison in the state, and you actually pull off the assassination attempt.
Checkmate, dude. Come on, get it over with. Do it! I'm doing it! What? You waiting for a speech or something? Come on!
And just in case you didn't think this could get any cooler, they proceed to hop on their motorcycles and ride their way out of the prison. Yo, we're gonna ride out of this bitch with our bike? There's no Yo, this is the most badass final mission in the fucking game. Oh my fucking god, this mission is dope as fuck. Yo, that was the sickest final mission I have ever experienced. With Billy Gray assassinated and there not being much left of the Lost MC after going through 3 wars, including a civil war over internal disputes, the game ends on a bitter note with you burning down the clubhouse that was once lively and full of members, and now is just empty with ghosts of the past. I'd just like to note there's a lot of side plot and additional lore I'm ignoring for the sake of time, but I'm really highlighting the main stuff just to highlight something. Excluding all the additional cool bits that I didn't cover, even when just stripping this game down to its main story, it takes you on such a cool ride. For the cost of $20 and about 4 hours of playtime, you get such a cool experience. This DLC brings some new characters to the table that are really likable, especially the main character, Johnny Klebitz. You get some additional pieces of lore as well as story that connects back to the main game in a really cool way. You combine that with the typical GTA gameplay of driving around, shooting people, escaping from the police, and you have an overall really good package. This expansion is dirt cheap too. Like, I'm saying you could probably get this, depending if it's on sale or not, for like $5 to $10. That doesn't even consider getting GTA 4 Complete Edition, which comes with all the DLC for about $10 to $20. If this expansion is so good and brings that typical GTA magic, my question is, why does nobody talk about it? I see so much more conversation and even attention going to other GTA games and expansions. Even when I do see YouTube videos talking about this expansion, it's really in a negative light or why it was forgotten in the first place. Hell, I've even seen more people talk about GTA Chinatown, that random GTA for the DS, than talking about this one. After playing the game for myself for the last couple weeks, I've come up with at least a little bit of some answers on why I believe this game is either forgotten or hated on. I don't want to be like other YouTubers and make half my video just shitting on the game for the purposes of entertainment, so I'm going to shoot these off in rapid fire succession. There is not shit to do after you beat the game. Now look, I'm not going to be the first one to say this, but GTA is not necessarily known for its post-game content. But when I mean there's very little to do, I mean there's very little to do. There's about 4 random character encounters, and the rest of the stuff is really lackluster. You have the gang war battles, but those just serve as very basic combat missions. You have Angus's bike theft missions, which are just basically drive to a place, grab a bike, steal it, then sell it. You have the bike races, which are fun, and they try to put a little spin on it by being able to fight people while you're on your bike, but again, these just serve as basic racing missions, nothing special. You have the 5 Stubbs' Dirty Laundry missions, which are really cool and build the world in a unique way. They're just not that long. Overall, there's just not much here to do after you beat the game, especially when in comparison to the main game. Even for the freaks out there who shot all 200 of the flying rats inside of the main game, you'll be sad to know that there's only about 50 of them in this one. I get this is just a DLC, but I feel like there's a lot more that could have been done in terms of the post-game. This game's story is very similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. I'd go as far to say that it was even the test trial for what eventually became the story of Red Dead Redemption 2. Both center around a gang of outlaws that are fighting the patriarchy and fighting against yuppie America. Both stories have the crazy leader that eventually leads to the gang's downfall. Both have the main character be the crazy leader's right-hand man who's trying to set everything right and can't do anything as they watch everything fall apart. Both have cool side characters that serve to enhance your relationship with the gang of outlaws you're playing with, and both center around the main theme of loyalty and what happens when you give it to the wrong people. But when you look at Red Dead Redemption 2's 104 story missions compared to Lost and Damned's 22 story missions, you start to see a problem. While Red Dead Redemption 2 got more than enough time to explore its story, this DLC had to make compromises. Certain side characters you're supposed to build a connection with just don't get enough time. Certain plot points are just not thoroughly explored enough. And the tragedy that this game is ultimately trying to build to just doesn't get enough time to boil. I get this is a DLC, and it's not supposed to be the length of a full Rockstar game, but had they just given this DLC about 8 or so more missions, this would have been just enough to resolve all the problems I've just stated. You might have noticed that throughout this video, I haven't really talked about the gameplay much, and that's because there's nothing really to say in comparison to the main game. The post-game content that I've already covered already feels so similar to the main game that it doesn't feel like I'm playing anything different. The biggest addition to this DLC is the motorcycle club mechanics, which honestly are just underwhelming. There's some pretty cool stuff you're able to do, like get any bike delivered to your location or have a gun shop be delivered right wherever you are. These just really serve for convenience and not really to do anything interesting. They did add some new side hangout activities like air hockey, a new card game called High Low, and arm wrestling. I didn't really find myself doing any of these side activities because they're not really engaging or fun. The only other features I can mention are the 6 new weapons they added. The double barrel shotgun is the first new additional weapon, and you get it at the very start of the game. I love using double barrel shotguns in video games, and this game is no exception, but to put it bluntly, it's just the less superior option to every other gun in the game. While it is a one-shot kill, the drawbacks of it are just too much to use it. It has a long reload animation, only 2 shots, and the shortest range of any shotgun in the game. While you can get kills with it, have fun losing half your health trying to get close enough to get the kill in the first place. The automatic pistol is fine, and it's a decent gun, but at the end of the day, it just falls out in comparison to your options. Why would I ever use an automatic pistol with only 17 bullets when I could just use an SMG or an assault rifle? Both of these weapons can be used while riding in a vehicle, and I guess that makes them a little better, but if I'm looking for a weapon I'm going to use while riding a vehicle, I'm just going to use the Mac 11. It's got a bigger mag size and better accuracy than both of these weapons. They added a grenade launcher, which I think is cool and is honestly fun to use, but at the end of the day, it also falls out to its other option, the rocket launcher, which is just objectively better. It's easier to hit shots and you're not left to deal with the physics engine to determine where your explosions go. They added a pipe bomb on some Left 4 Dead 2 shit. I didn't notice a difference between using a grenade and a pipe bomb. They just feel so similar, it's like I'm just using a reskin of a weapon. They added a new melee weapon in the form of a pool cue, but let's be honest, when you're at 6 stars going up against a full SWAT team, you're not pulling out a melee weapon. The final new weapon is the assault shotgun, or the bullpup shotgun, which in my opinion is one of the best guns in the game. When things got tough during the campaign, this was the gun I was pulling out, and it's just so sad to see that out of all the 6 new weapons they added, they really only did a good job with one of them. Overall, these are the 3 main problems that I see with it that contribute to getting such a negative stigma, but what really put the nail in the coffin was the DLC that came directly after it. In all the 3 problems I've mentioned, the Ballad of Gay Tony fixed almost all of them. It added new features, it had a better paced story, and it overall had better post-game content that was more engaging. I just want to make it clear that I don't think any of these problems make the DLC bad. What I do believe these problems do and contribute to is they hold it back from being great. What is now regarded as the worst of the 2 DLCs for GTA 4 really could have stood as an equal to the Ballad of Gay Tony had they just focused on these problems. I get that nobody gets it right on the first try, not even Rockstar Games, but this was the first HD expansion and it needed to be great. And unfortunately, because of these kind of oversights, it just ended up being good. And that's ultimately why I think this game is either hated on or just straight up forgotten. Ultimately, the biggest crime this DLC committed was the fact that it was just okay. When you're dealing with Rockstar Games, they're continuously known for releasing things that push the limits of what a game can be and what a console can do. And unfortunately, this DLC expansion didn't do either. It just kind of felt like more of the same, with a little bit of some motorcycle gangery slapped on it, with a few new additions just being kind of underwhelming and not really being much there. So what's the point of making this video? Why am I talking about a DLC that's over a decade old? With GTA 6 on the horizon, I really want to see DLC story expansions come back in a big way. Call me a fool, but I still believe DLC story-based expansions have a place in this gaming market. They could create whole new characters and test different ideas and make entirely different plots. Can you see it? Can you see it like I can? Maybe. Maybe if we just hope. And we show Rockstar that we care. We'll see brand new main characters and entirely new worlds. Or viewing the same world from a different perspective, right on the TVs of our Xboxes and PlayStations, to experience a brand new story. Maybe. Just maybe. If we believe enough, it'll happen. Or they could just keep doing online and make millions of dollars. Either way, that's the video. Bye!